These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows.
And my life is really just all over the place.
Are you kidding me? That all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
A major triumph in his 3-year quest to protect men from paying child support.
I'm trying to get my baby back.
What's up, gang? Before we get started, I got a quick question for you. I need you to pretend that we are old friends. We are old childhood friends, right? Play along for a second. See, one of my favorite movies is called The Town, and he went to his friends and said, look, I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people. You know what his boy said? You know what his friend said? Whose car are we gonna take? And I need that type of energy right now because I'm having an issue with the algorithm. All you got to do is hit subscribe and that notification bell. Help your boy out. Let's get into it.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Okay.
I just want to get it out there. I want to know the truth. That she deserves it. She deserves everything.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning.
I had to do it. Can't you? Yeah, I can't be the only one. Can you feel the tension building? You're talking about 23 months, quick math, that's almost 2 years old. This man has poured into this child. You can hear it. You can hear his voice quivering. He's shaking. All right, no more delay. Let's hear it.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father. I'm very sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be there.
Don't clap for that. I don't want to hear you clapping for that because it's not right. The 2 years plus the time that Bun was in the oven cooking, she's been playing this man for a fool. He has poured his heart and soul into this relationship with what he thought was his child. And y'all clap, still gonna be. No, that ain't right. That ain't right, man. Mandatory testing at birth. Easy fix.
Mr. Benning, what are your hopes?
I hope Jermaine's mine.
Oh,
I
man,
really
got another
do.
baby.
It'd be good to know at least one of my kids is mine. Yeah.
You better than me. I wouldn't want neither one of them. I need to go 0 for 2. Oh, man. All right. Well, fingers crossed. Let's see.
I'm looking forward to spending all the time I can with him.
All right. Well, let's get these results. In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr., it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning.
Where's the clapping? Where's the clapping now? You wanted that man to step up for somebody else's child. Why aren't you cheering him on? Man, I'm sorry. Selfishly, I think it's better for him that instead of raising that one child and looking at the other child and seeing that pain every day, knowing that you thought she was yours, but she's not. I think this is better for you, brother. I mean, it may hurt now and it may take a while to get some healing, but man, that sucks.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and
Miss Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
We don't believe you. Oh, she knows and had the nerve to name the baby after him. God, that's a pain I don't wish on you gentlemen out there. Protect your seed.
Did you hear about this girl on TikTok who got cheated on by her boyfriend and then got him deported back to Mexico? No. So she's like, hey babe, we're gonna take a trip to Six Flags. Surprise.
Okay.
And he's like, great. She's like, yeah, we're leaving tomorrow. Okay, so they wake up super early. They live in Texas, so they're doing the road trip to Six Flags. He falls asleep in the car. I'm not sure if she gave him a Benadryl or if he just fell asleep. While he's sleeping, she drives through border security. And when he wakes up, he gets the biggest plot twist of his life because he's in Mexico and he's not a legal citizen of the US. So he quite literally gets deported back to Mexico.
I'm so sorry. My flabber is gasted right now.
I know. So imagine he wakes up and she's like, surprise, we're in Mexico. We're not at Six Flags. And he's like, okay. And she's like, joke's on you. You're staying here because you cheated on me and you can't actually get back into America.
Oh, you cheated on me and the system? Let's repay 2 debts at once. Like,
You know, I've just come out of a marriage and my life is really just all over the place. And it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me. So it'd be a lot for a potential partner to have to deal with me. And I mean, like, I literally think that last week I've had some sort of mental breakdown, but I'm fine again now.
DeKalb County man claims a major triumph in his 3-year quest to protect men from paying child support for children they didn't father. Last year, he helped change Georgia law, and today his work was put to the test with his own future on the line. Fox 5's Lisa Crane has the story.
The first case is Tony Odom versus Carnell Smith.
But it was a case that didn't make it into open court. After years of fighting, a judge today ruled Carnell Smith was not responsible to pay child support to a child he did not father. Almost 3 years ago, a DNA test proved that the then 11-year-old girl he had thought was his own was not his child. But in Georgia, that didn't mean the end of his own obligation to financially support that child. Smith turned his case into a crusade and helped shape paternity fraud legislation that passed last year. Today, his case was the first to test the new law, and in chambers, the judge terminated his parental rights and obligations.
I feel this is a major victory for defrauded victims everywhere.
There were a lot of people watching this case, like Reverend Randall Robinson. Through DNA testing, he discovered that some of the children he had always thought were his own weren't.
In a previous marriage, and 2 out of the 3 children are not mine. At that time, I still was ordered by the court to pay child support.
Now, this is the first real test of this new legislation, but it appears right now that even after a man proves he is not the biological father, he must still come to court to end his child support obligation. Smith says there's still work to be done in Georgia.
We're going to ask that there be a truth in pregnancy disclosure, that we believe that mothers who know there's more than one person that could be the child's father should be required to make that declaration before the court in the very first hearing.
In DeKalb County, Lisa Crane, Fox 5 News.
Carnell Smith is also working on similar legislation in more than 20 other states and in several other countries. He says he would still like to have contact with the now 14-year-old girl he thought was his daughter, but he says that's up to her mother.
Get that man a key to the city. This man is out here doing the good work. That's one victory for the fellas, so we can all cheer. But hey. That is not an open invitation for everybody to move to Georgia. The man is still working. Just be patient, be safe. He's coming out there. We're full. We're full here in Georgia. All right?
Are you kidding me? That all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What?
This is not fair.
When a man shows you who he is, you have to believe him. When anybody shows you who they are, you have to believe them.
Like he doesn't have to pay nothing of it? Nothing?
That's the that comes with being a woman that is so ride or die about love.
This is up.
Ladies and gentlemen, learn your partner before you jump ahead and fall in love with the words and all of that stuff that make up this fairy tale. Because when no one's looking, that's when everything just goes left.
She was so close. I thought she was going to say something like, marry before you care, learn the person, figure out who they are before you can do things that you can't undo. No, so close, so close. We almost made it.
Financially, the kids are my responsibility. I have primary custody of them. Damn.
But I'm strong. And I'm here. I will always believe in love. Love is real. But I'm going to take time to love on me and pour on me. And I want to learn this new woman that I am. This woman that has learned to emotionally be in control.
Full disclosure, I don't know who this chick is, but she must get money. Sound like she was trying to get some child support out of somebody and it was like, ma'am, you getting that bread. You getting that coin. So he doesn't know anything. But, you know, hopefully she'll find love and she looks like she can make it work.
Divorce lawyers, what's the worst way you've seen someone screw over their spouse? I used to work with a guy who pulled off the ultimate revenge on his ex-wife. He wasn't like the rest of us scraping by on $8 an hour. He was polished, educated, and carried himself with a confidence that didn't match his job. One night, I saw him drive off in a sleek Jaguar and finally had to ask how a minimum wage worker could afford it. His story left me speechless. Turns out, he was once a senior VP at a Fortune 50 company, making over $300K a year. During his messy divorce, his ex demanded the house and 40% of his salary for life. But his lawyer made a counteroffer. She'd get 75% of his future earnings if she left the house alone. Greedy, she jumped at it. Then he dropped the bombshell. He quit his high-paying job the moment the ink dried and took our minimum wage gig. Just like that. She was stuck with 75% of almost nothing. Meanwhile, he kept the house, had money stashed away, and still drove a luxury car. She tried to sue, pleading that she couldn't maintain her lavish lifestyle. In court, he calmly told the judge that the emotional trauma made it impossible to return to his old career. Her jaw hit the floor. She had trapped herself in her own greed. It was ruthless, calculated, and left everyone, including me, in awe. I didn't know whether to applaud or be terrified.
Miss Laura? Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get my baby back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't be the only one that fell for that marketing scheme of Chili's. I can't be the only one that heard that. Baby back, baby back, baby. I don't even know if I could find the clip and play it for you, but you know the one.
I have 2 babies.
Okay.
And I just had another baby with my boy. He's not my boyfriend anymore, but he hit my first baby, so Houston got to take him, and I want him back because I'm not with that boyfriend anymore.
So Houston took the baby, or you lost the baby?
Either way, Houston has the baby, and I want it back.
No, it's not either way. It's you lost the baby. So did somebody intervene and take the baby away from you? And
yes, ma'am. They took the baby and gave him to Houston.
Okay.
And I want him back.
Okay. And you have a new baby with your ex-boyfriend?
Not ex-boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
So you guys are no longer together?
Correct, ma'am.
How old is this new baby?
How old's the new baby?
Yes.
Like 8 months.
And you're done with him after 8 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was done with him like 10 months ago. The baby's 8 months.
Oh, okay. So before the baby was born?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he come to the birth of the child?
No. I didn't want him around.
Oh, okay. All right. So you now want to get custody back from him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From Houston.
Who does the baby live with?
Me.
The baby? No, my baby lives with me.
No, not your child. How many children do you all have between you?
Just one.
Just one. And the child lives with him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want the baby back?
Yes, ma'am.
How long has the baby lived with you?
The baby? It's been living the whole time.
Oh, okay. And how old is this child?
5.
5. Oh. And you expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost, it's a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my baby back, I want child support, yeah. He makes way more money than I.
Do you pay him now? Are you paying child support or are you looking for a check?
I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to excuse me because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you, that's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yes.
She keeps saying that as if she didn't choose the ex. You put your child in a bad situation a little too soon, seeing how they were really young. There's no telling how long y'all been dating before you had a kid, but you want to push that blame off on your ex.
So no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay child support. That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? Now, fill me in over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby?
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then?
Yep.
You've been taking care of him?
Mm-hmm.
You pay for everything for the child?
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay, congratulations. Financially, what does she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes, you do. You do. But the good thing is based on your income. You'll get credit for the other child that your 8-month-old, you'll get credit for that child. But yes, you are going to pay him child support. That's just the right thing to do. It's one child between the two of you, okay? And health insurance, I'm assuming you pay it.
Yes.
How much is it?
$66 a month.
$66 a month? Man, are y'all hiring? I don't know how much y'all paying for health care. People around the world, y'all might not feel the pain that we do in the States about our healthcare system, but that's a pretty good price, $66 a month.
$66.
I get it through my employer, so.
Huh?
I get it through my employer.
Okay, gotcha. And how much do you make a year?
$38,000.
$38,000. So I have your gross coming out to $3,200. That brings your net to $2,648.01. Giving you credit for the other child that you have. Your child support obligation comes out to $423.69 plus the $66 you're going to reimburse him for health insurance every month. So 66 added to $463.69 is $489.69.
$489.69?
Did you need me to repeat it?
I'm asking you, $489. I have to give him almost $500 a month?
Yeah, that's how it works. Did you really think that I was going to have him pay you child support?
No, I just wanted my baby.
Oh, okay. So your first answer was no. So then you understand exactly why you have to pay child support. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there?
That's what we like to call a good lesson in leaving well enough alone. You sat up there and tried to get a check and you had to come up off of yours to give that man some money. And it's not giving him the money, it's giving it to the child. There's some good news though. There's some rumors around the way that in the States things are going to kind of change and that you'll be able to, if you're paying child support, maybe in a little while, you can put that child on your taxes. So cheer up. There's brighter days coming. And guys, I didn't put all of those, wherever I sourced the videos from, it had all of those, subscribe buttons and everything. Sorry, it just popped up like a million times. I felt like, but I stand by it. On your way out, click subscribe and make sure you hit that bell so you get the notifications too.